Reporting live from the West Coast. If you want to smoke, you better not choke. It's your man GameBoyy 310, StayTuned TV.
You hear me?
Gang in them. What's happening? What's going on? Hey man, first and foremost, man, you already know, Happy New Year to everybody, man. It's a new year, new goals. Everybody got that spirit of determination, man. I hope you hold on to that same energy. Keep that same energy throughout the whole year, man. Don't let it just be the first month or 2 months. Keep that same tenacity. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm feeling hyped right now, man. You know what I mean? Like, not only is it the new year or whatever the case, but like, for me, the new year always represents like a new me, because I got a birthday right around the corner. You know what I'm saying? So it always represents like, okay, what am I do this year? You know what I'm saying? What new goals I'm gonna tackle? What I'm gonna cross off the checklist? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to hold on to that spirit, man. I'm trying to be optimistic. So yes, man, Happy New Year to everybody. I hope you had a great Christmas. I hope you had a good holidays overall. I hope you got some new goals in mind for the new year. You know what I'm saying? And like, take it easy on yourself, man. Like, we always try to just strike everything out on the first week, first month. Man, you gotta spread this shit out, man. You know, like, you gotta spread it out, take your time, pace yourself, so you can actually tackle all the goals that you have in mind, cross out everything that you have on your checklist, and just be optimistic, man. Hold on to the hope. Hold on to it, man. All right, stay strong. Okay, check it out. So, what brings us here today, huh? Mr.Velvet, the voice. I feel like we still kind of in that winter-ish spirit, right? I mean, it still is winter. January is still winter, but we still in that kind of that winter feel. It's still cold outside, you know what I'm saying? So I wanted to come and check out Winter Ahead. And not only that, I'm paying homage to V because he just had a birthday around the corner. Oh, so happy belated birthday to you, brother. It's his birthday. It's still winter. We still got the winter vibe going on, and he put out a song a month ago called Winter Ahead featuring HYO SHIN. I hope I'm saying that right because I like it. HYO SHIN. Makes me want to say talk your shit. This is the official music video we checking out. It was released a month ago, probably a little over a month at this point. And I feel like it's only right on time, man. You just had a birthday, and it's a winter song. So the two kind of go together, man. So we celebrating your birthday, shouting you out on your birthday, and we're going to talk about some, I don't know what the song is about, but it's titled Winter Ahead. So I will figure it's about something to do with winter, right? Or it has a winter vibe going on. That's my guess. Okay, so no time is going to be wasted, man. Again, shout out to everybody. I hope you had a good holidays, Christmas, New Year. You know, I hope you're in good spirits. It seemed like, damn, the first day of New Year's is already some some shit going on, man. Like, what the fuck? Like, it's the first day, bro. Relax. Anyhow, man, like, keep your spirits up, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Keep hope alive. Stay strong. Stay determined. Keep that same energy, man. Happy New Year to everybody. And again, happy birthday to the voice, Mr. Velvet, Mr. Versatility himself. December 30th, man. Happy birthday to you, bro. Belated birthday. Excuse me for being a few days late. But, all right, boom. Let's jump into it, man. We're not gonna waste no time, because you know where you at. StayTuned TV. It's your man GameBoyy 310. You hear me? This is V, Winter Ahead, featuring HYO SHIN. Press the button.
You hear me?
Let's get it. The jacket, y'all. Look at the jacket. The approach already, man. I can feel the song is about to start, but already, man, just the cinematic effect with this video starting out. I mean, it has to be just from the sound effect, you know, the footsteps and the heartbeat, and just the close-ups, and just the whole cinematic vibe of the video is always on point, man. I gotta point that out each time because it never fails. It will only make sense he blowing out a birthday candle. Boom. That only makes sense. Happy birthday.
There's a winter ahead. If it's cold and wet, we're always warm here side by side. Come with me, change of heart, who can say? If you look in my eyes, for the moon and the stars, hearing strumming guitars.
This sounds like, yo, this sounds like Christmas. This sounds like Christmas.
My eyes,
the runs.
come with me, change of heart, who can say? If you look in my eyes, for the moon and the stars, hearing strumming guitars, where I am meant that it be nice. I'll be with you until the spring runs by and the summer.
Like whenever I've heard him do that on another song, y'all. What song is that? Where he start off with the whole that's like a signature sound that he got. Okay, so boom, man. Like it all makes sense. It's always cohesive, man. Like, you know, him kind of dancing around in this room, like it's like a ballroom feel. This sounds like ballroom Christmas music, right? Like from the delicate keys that's being played, the saxophone, of course, starting it out with the sax, and then there's like cymbals, no snare, cymbals, the ride cymbals, and then saxophones and delicate keys. It gives it a ballroom, fireplace, winter kind of feel. Christmas, it sounds like Christmas. What makes it sound like Christmas is the way he's singing the words, the runs he's giving at the end. It gives it a real Christmas vibe. Go ahead.
Until the spring runs by.
Go back a little bit.
Be with you until the spring runs by and the summer starts to burn. I'll be with you.
I like the way they put the words, man. Like,
I'll be with you until the spring runs by and the summer starts to burn.
summer starts to burn. You feel what I'm saying? Like
I'll be with you when the autumn rain.
my fault, y'all. You hear like
I'll be with you.
damn, you hear the smokiness in his voice when he says "with you." Like it's a lot of wind in his vocals, especially. I mean, overall, that's his sound, and the lower tone is his sound. But when he's saying "with you," check how much wind is in his voice, and he's still in key. It gives it that unique sound.
I'll be with you when the autumn rain returns. Don't you wanna say you'll stay? Lie with me by the fire. We can be safe from the storms up high.
Got a unique voice, man. Like, and that's another reason why it also gives it a winter feel. Like he's speaking on you lying with me, staying warm by the fireside, and it's a storm ahead, right? Is what he says. So it's cold outside, and we're just right here with each other trying to stay warm. I mean, intention, man, with the words, the choice in words. Of course, how he's singing it gives it a Christmas feel, but it's a winter indoors vibe because of what he's saying. Like I'm not putting that on him. That's what he's saying in the lyrics. Come lie here with me and stay warm because it's a storm ahead. Like what? That's the winter vibe.
Whether it's cold and wet, we're always warm in paradise. Paradise.
this in Paris. You know it's okay. Straight jazz, man. This is straight jazz with the delicate keys, the saxophone in the beginning, the trumpet right here on the break. Like and that's what's unique about V. And it's almost like the perfect accident, right? Because as I was saying, he has a lot of wind in his pipes and his vocals as he's singing. And, you know, jazz almost supposed to have saxophone, trumpets, or trombone, any of that shit, like any wind instrument, right? So that's what makes it unique. It's like it clashes together. It goes together so well because he has a windy vocal, and these are wind instruments that are being playing. So almost like with him leaving off on that verse right there, the trumpet comes in, a wind instrument. So you're getting a whole lot of wind effect from the track to the vocals. And that's almost why I feel like he's built for jazz. And it's perfect that he's really a fan of jazz music and was probably raised on jazz and brought up around jazz, because his voice is kind of built around that, with having so much wind in his vocals to play along with the wind instruments, right? Like, it's just a perfect accident to me. Like, it just goes well together. It's a perfect blend.
Till the spring runs by and the summer stars.
Come on, V Sinatra. Bye. Come on, bro.
Till the spring runs by and the summer stars to burn, and I'll be with you.
And
I'll be when the time returns. Yes, when all the seasons turn. Come on, May, change of heart. Who can say if you look in my eyes?
Yeah. The gyrate. It was a slight gyrate right there. Let's go.
Change of heart, who can say if you look in my eyes?
I think it's the jacket. I think it's the jacket, man. The MJ jacket, you know, it's red. Is it velvet? Is it velvet? It's red, man. They got the nutcracker shit hanging off the chains and zippers and shit, the diamonds. Like, it's a MJ jacket, man. It makes you do the slight gyrate. I think it's the jacket. It got to be the coat. But what's dope about this scene is not only, okay, so I heard the duality and like he layered it. He stacked it right here with his vocals. Now, doesn't it sound like him? Is that where Park Yo Shin comes in at? Maybe it is. I don't know. Because I don't know.
Yes,
like. But right here. Okay. Do you see how when he walks through the door right here, it's a crash of like harps that's being played. It's harps, then it's cymbals, and it's almost like it's a presentation moment. Like you can hear that something is coming. So it was dope how they matched it in the video. The editor, whoever the editors are, shout out to you. It's dope how y'all matched it with like on the track. It sounds like something is approaching with like the harp coming in all dramatically, the cymbals, and then he busts through the doors and it's like a whole different scene right here, right? So it matched well with what's going on in the video as well as what's going on the track. So that was a dope observation they had with editing this.
Come on, man.
And it crashed.
Change up.
Check out Granny though. Check out Granny though, man. Hey.
Seasons turn. Come on, man. Change of heart. Who can say?
Man, look at Granny. It's a party going on, Granny. Let's go.
Come on, man. Change of heart. Who can say if you look in my eyes?
That's dope how these are two lows, man. And this is so perfect. Birthday shout out. He blowing out candles. But this is dope how like there's stacking going on, there's layering going on with the vocals, but it's like two lows, right? But it's still a contrast there. Like but then again, I don't know if that's HYO SHIN who's stacking the vocals with him on this part, but I can dig how. If you look in my eyes. Okay, it's like a low in the mid somewhat, but it still gives it like a mellow feel, winter feel, right? They knew not to really do any necessary like falsettos. Besides when he said with you, like that was probably the only moment where he took it to a high. But so far on this whole song, and then even right here when he's stacking it, he's keeping it with a low and a slight mid. So it gives it a warm feel. It's so smart, man. Like the approach they have to the music every fucking time, man, or at least everything that I checked out so far, most of it. Like they have just a dope approach. It makes sense with the type of temperature they're giving to the song, right? So this is a winter song. So it's perfect that it's jazz. The perfect tempo. It's slow. No snare. I heard some snaps in there, but like no snare, cymbals, pianos, and wind instruments, man. And I heard some strings in there too. So it gives it a delicate ballroom feel that this makes sense that he was born in the winter time. A winter baby. He gonna have the winter vibes on lock. From the choice in instruments, how he approaches it, the way he's singing it, the runs, the tempo of the song, the video. He's a winter baby. Capricorn. Shout out to my Caps, man. Shout out to the Capricorns, man. We love all the zodiacs, fine. But shout out to the Caps, man. Like December 30th, man. It only makes sense. He's a winter baby, man. He got that shit on lock.
For the truth in my heart, from a world far apart, you realize where you can find paradise.
Hey, this is hey man, straight jazz. Let's go. That remind me of like the
Eyes where you can find paradise.
I like that. Sound like the Impressions or something like that. Shout out to the Impressions.
Paradise.
That's a cold ass jacket, man. What was being said on that part? Like he was staring at the other version of himself. That's kind of, I feel like there's a code to be cracked right there, man. The sparkly jackets, like, man, this is heavily MJ influenced as far as the wardrobe. What was being said on that part? Like it went from like this part here. It went from like a light room, very sunny. Everybody's dressed in white. It seemed like they were all in like this happy, joyous kind of mood, and then it transformed to like,
if you look in my eyes, for the truth in my heart, from far apart, you realize where you can find paradise.
This feel like the nightmare version of what he was just, I don't want to say nightmarish because they still kind of having fun and dancing around, but the look on his face, he looked kind of confused, like what the fuck?
You realize where you can find paradise. Paradise.
That jacket's so cold. This is weird, like he... It looked like he's facing like a darker version of himself on this part, but why? Like, what did that... And it went from him like carving out, looked like he was carving out his girlfriend because they kept going back and forth to when he's like wiping the bags away from her eyes, like carving out his girlfriend. And then the girl looked like the little mannequin clay making face that he was making. It looks like the girl in the video. It kind of looks like he was making up his partner. But the video, I don't know, it's a little confusing, man. Especially the part where he kind of interacts with himself, right? That's looks like a darker version of himself that he came into. I don't really know what was being said right there, but the video is put together really well, just as far as giving it like that winter ballroom-ish type of vibe, man. And I could dig the interaction with the extras too, man. Like Granny was getting it, but I like interaction with other, showing that character, man. Like this fucking, I think it's the jacket that makes you do that shit, man. Like the fucking hand in the air, and then he did like the little, it's the jacket that makes you do it, man. I don't think you can control it. But I dig showing character, man. We said that last time, like when you can show character in your videos, man, and interacting with people, being silly, being loose, man. I don't know, it just shows a different side, and I think it's just something you can appreciate. But the song, man, like this is I think a continuation of La Jazz de Vie. This sounds like it's an extension of La Jazz de Vie. It sounds like it could be on that whole project, but jazz, man, like I think he is really built for jazz because he owns that underbelly sound, like that low tone, that lower octave, like he owns that shit. And then not only does is he able to take it to a lower tone, he gives it that smoky sound, man. Like I said, a lot of wind in his vocals when he's delivering it, and then the runs to go with it. It just gives it a dope winter, warm-ish, hot chocolate on the end table feel, man. You know what I'm saying? The alpaca rug and shit, fireplace. That's what the whole song sounds like. So it being titled Winter Ahead, and what he was speaking on, let's stay right here, let's be warm, let's stay warm together, it's cold outside, let's just be right here in paradise together, and it's cold and stormy outside, like it's a perfect title, whatever the case. But what stood out to me the most is just the choice in instruments, how they played it, and how well his voice meshes with the instruments, man. And I don't know where Park came in at. Maybe that the layering we heard, maybe the other vocal was him. I'm not sure. Or did he help produce the track? I'm not sure. 'Cause I don't know how Park sounds. Park HYO SHIN. But that's my guess. But they both sounded like V in a sense to me. I don't know. But I mean, that was dope because they kept it low and mid. So it kept it right here in that warm temperature vibe for it to be a winter song, man. I don't know. Smart, man. Like, not only is the talent there, man, but they they direct it in a certain way to where it just makes sense all the time. Not with just the video, but with the actual track. Now you got to listen to your tracks, man. Like, what is the track telling you to say? You know, like what temperature is the track delivering? And you got to just match it. And he matches it so well, especially with him being like he's a jazz music, man. He's a jazz artist, man. I mean, you know, he does R&B, they do pop, but I think he also has that other tab that he could pull on to where he specializes in jazz, man. He meshes well with saxophones, wind instruments, delicate keys, you know, because it's just a soothing, warm feel, and he matches it with his voice. I think it's perfect, man. It's a perfect storm. Okay, the video is very dope. It's kind of funny to me on that one part too. I just like character being shown, but that part where he kind of was facing himself, looked like the darker version of himself. I don't understand that part. Where that ties in with the song or the video, because initially I thought the video was about him just trying to carve out his like perfect mate, I would think, right? Because the mannequin looked like the girl in the video, but where he comes face to face with himself, a darker version of himself, I don't really know where that ties in at, but maybe y'all do, but I'm not able to crack that code just yet. But the song, man, the song in the video is just, again, it's a winter vibe, man. We still in winter. It's still January. We just left December. This is that vibe right here. You know what I'm saying? This is ballroom fireplace winter music. That's where I can put it, man. V, again, man, yeah, man, like you got that shit on lock, bro. Like the real dramatic drawing out of words, man, and just putting that baritone on it, dog. You own that shit. You do. You own that shit. Now I feel like that's what really makes you stand out. It's almost like each member has something for them that helps them stand out, and then you bring it together with a collective effort. It's dope. It's still dope. It doesn't take away from anything, but he owns that underlayer smoky sound, bro, and just jazz. I think you shine when it comes to jazz music, bro. Jazz instruments, like your vocals on top of those, you just never fail with that to me, brother. Like, shout out to you, dog. I could dig this, man. This is purposely for Christmas parties when it's time to slow it down and have a glass of champagne, or you're drinking on some eggnog or whatever the case. The fireplace is crackling. Like, that's what this is for. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's a party like they were doing in the video, or just you one-on-one with your girl or with your partner, this is that song, right? And then the wardrobe, man, the sparkly coat, the red coat with the diamonds and chains and shit hanging off of it, bro. Like, that is MJ all the way to me, man. Like, I don't know who was in charge of wardrobe, but it had to have been MJ motivated or inspired, because that's what it gives off. Shout out to UV, man. I just had to come check this out real quick. I mean, I'm a month late. You know, I mean, I do like to give it time for something new to come out before I come check it out. But still, like, a month is a while. But I just had to come pay homage, man. Like, I learned through the comments that your birthday was on the 30th, so I felt like it only made sense. And then the song was called Winter Ahead. Duh. Like, it only made sense to come check it out while we still in the wintertime. And your birthday just passed, man. So salute to you. And how perfect was it that he was blowing out candles in the video for me to come check it out a day or two after your birthday. Dope. Yeah, man, this is it. You saved this for the winter love, winter sexy, you know, like Mariah Carey or, you know, Temptations, Rudolph the Red. Like, this is the Christmas song, man, where you like in your ballroom gown, you at a low-key winter party, or is you and your partner drinking eggnog, fireplace cracking. Like, that's where you break this song out at, to me. Very nice, man. Like, it's the vocals for me. The vocals always, especially when it comes to V, like, the vocals is what's going to make any of his songs stand out, like what he's doing with his vocals on top of the instruments, man. Shout out to you, V. Happy belated birthday, man. We're not going to forget that. And y'all, Happy New Year to everybody, man. Like, again, keep that same energy. Don't lose hope. Let's stay determined. You know what I'm talking about? Like, it's a lot of things that I'm trying to tackle this year, a lot of goals. I want to check off everything on my checklist. I'm sure everybody feel the same way, but just, I would encourage you to just stay at it. Keep that same mind frame, that same energy that you have today on the first, second, third, whatever the case. It's a brand new year, but keep that same energy throughout the year, man. Like, and I'm talking to myself. I don't want to sound like I'm preaching. I'm talking to myself, man, because a lot of things I'm trying to tackle, and I'm just trying to give everybody else the same encouragement to just keep the same energy, man, and like, let's tackle this shit. Let's do it. Let's do it. No doubts. No detours, no doubts. Let's get it. Hey. But you know where you at, man. We're going to keep it short. StayTuned TV. It's your man, GameBoyy 310. You hear me? Happy New Year to everybody, man. At the top of the year, we got a whole lot of shit to do, man. A whole lot of shit to tackle, and we going to do this shit day by day, step by step. No half-stepping, no detours. Let's get this shit done, man. Again, happy belated birthday to you, V, man. Mr. Vocals, Mr. Voice, Mr. Versatility, Mr. Velvet, man. You are that guy, dog. You hear me? Shut the door and don't slam me. I'm gonna see y'all in a second. Yada.